Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you all how I got this romantic kind of soft smoked out wing liner look. So jumping right into the tutorial, first I'm going to prime my eyelids with the Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer. I'm just going to put that all over the lid and brow bone. And then going into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Self-Made palette for the eyes, I'm first going to jump into the shade Buttery, and I'm applying this with a Beauty Junkies, I think it's soft angled eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to apply that all over the lid and brow bone just to set that primer. And then getting some Scotch tape, I like to kind of pat it on my skin a few times, that way it's not too tacky, and I put it on and it doesn't rip off the skin underneath my eyes. I just like to apply this so I have a nice clean line. And then going into the shade Sherbet, I am going to use this as my transition color, focusing it mostly on the outer crease, but also bringing it in softly. And I'm applying this with the Morphe E27 brush. And then going into the shade Hot and Cold, I am using a Morphe M441 brush, and this is one of my favorite brushes ever. I'm just going to focus that mostly underneath the sherbet color, just to sort of deepen the crease up a little more. And then I'm going into the shade Hot Chocolate, and I'm going to deepen the crease up even more and start smoking out that wing. I'm using a Morphe M433 brush. And having that tape there really helps because you can just kind of place the shadow there right above the tape, and it's super easy. So after I kind of get that wing in, I'm going to go up towards the crease a little bit just to define the crease a little bit more. So I kind of bring the shadow upwards. And then going in with the shade Blossom, which is a really nice rosy like lilac color. I'm just going to put that all over the lid, and I'm using the Pixi brush. It doesn't have a name on it, it's just like a shader brush. And I'm just going to pack that all over the lid. And then I'm going back into that Hot Chocolate shade, just to deepen up that wing and the crease, the outer third of the crease up a little bit more. And then I'm going in with the shade Treasure, and I'm going to highlight the brow bone. And then I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm just using a Revlon eyelash curler. And then I remove the tape. And then going in with mascara, I'm first using this Pixi Black Lacquer Lash Primer. And then I'm going in with the Doucce Punk Volumizer Mascara, which I got from my October BoxyCharm. And then moving on to the face, I'm first going to prime my face using my Pixi Beauty Flawless and Poreless Primer. And then to add some radiance underneath the foundation, I'm going to go in with Benefit Girl Meets Pearl. I'm just going to put that all over the face. Now moving on to foundation, I'm using a mixture of the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I am in 106, and then I'm mixing that with 2 pumps of True Match Lumi in W5 and just applying that all over the face with my damp beauty blender. I like to mix the two, both for the color and because it gives me the perfect finish for my oily combo skin. It makes the L'Oreal Infallible Pomade just a little of a thinner consistency, which I like. And then I'm going in with my Pixi Beauty Makeup Fixing Mist, and I'm just going to spray all over the face and then go back in with that beauty blender and make sure it's all pressed into the skin well. Then moving into cream highlighting and contouring, I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Cream Contour Kit in Light, and I'm mixing all three of the light shades and applying it with my Morphe S4 concealer brush. And then I'm going to blend it in with my Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush, making sure to really press it into the skin. And then I just like to go in with my beauty blender where it's closer to the lower lash line. And then using my Sigma F77 brush, I'm going to apply my cream contour, and I really just mixed all three of the contour shades as well. And then going in with the Sigma F57 brush, I'm going to blend this into the skin. Now this brush is freaking awesome. It is really great. Like, it blends effortlessly, and I can't recommend it enough. And then I'm going in with a little bit of my Maybelline, I think it's called a Dream Touch Lumi concealer. I just like to put that in and then blend it with my beauty blender just so that area is damp again, and I can make sure that there's no creasing before I bake. So now I'm going to bake with the Pixi Beauty Quick Fix Powder and applying it with my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And then I'm just going to set the rest of my face with my Rimmel Stay Matte Translucent Powder. And I am just using a e.l.f. complexion brush to apply that to the rest of the face. And then going in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. This is the original one in Light. I'm going to start contouring, and I'm using a BH Cosmetics Big Fan brush just to lay down the transition shades for my contour. And then I'm going in with the Sigma F23 brush, and I'm going with that Java shade, and I'm just really going to hollow out the cheeks and put that against my temples just to make the contour much stronger. And then I'm going in with my Sigma F37 brush, and I'm kind of dusting away that Quick Fix powder, and then I'm mixing a combination of banana and vanilla from that Anastasia contour kit and just setting the places that I want to be highlighted. And then going back in with the Java shade, I'm just using a small blender brush. I don't know what name it is or what brand it is actually. I think it might be a Beauty Junkies brush. Anyways, I'm just going to contour my nose with that. And then I'm going to clean it up with that banana shade. Then just to finish off the eyes, I'm going in with that hot chocolate shade from the Self-Made palette and applying that with a Morphe M433 brush. And I'm just going to smoke that out on the lower lash line and making sure to connect it to the upper wing. And then I'm going in with the Treasure shade, and I'm applying that with a pencil brush to highlight my inner corners. And then I'm just going to prep for false lashes by curling my lashes and then going to apply the Eylure No. 126 off camera. And for highlight, I'm going in first with the Benefit What's Up and applying that with my finger as a base for the powder highlight. And then I'm going into the Kat Von D Metal Crush Shadow in Thunderstruck, and I'm using a Morphe G23 fan brush to first apply it. And then I'm going to go in with the Sigma F03 brush, and I'm really going to pack it on where I want the glow to be super intense. So basically like everywhere on my face. And then going into my BECCA Afterglow palette, I'm using the Wild Honey blush and applying it with my Poreless Cosmetics MF1 brush. And then after that, just gonna fix my makeup with my Makeup Fixing Mist by Pixi Beauty. And then for lips, I am using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick in Dusty Rose.
Close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left.
And that is the finished look. So I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.
We'll go.